And I'm gonna give you a short aside. I know I've been speaking to y'all in recent weeks about how the kids in school has been. I'm gonna change up going into the holiday season and starting the new year out, but I'm gonna keep pushing this narrative. Today was another crazy day, but I'm dealing with an adult today, not the kids, but today I was totally. Today is the what today is. What the day is? Let me see what's going on. 22nd, October 22nd. So I'm just this is a little note taken so that just in case I'm going to revisit this and see if administration and the powers that be dealt with the situation in the right way. But for the first time really in my career from a coworker doing this job that I've been doing for 20 years, I had someone basically disrespect me openly in front of the kids with such vitriol. I had never even spoken with this person before or worked with them, and it was our first time a couple times this week, a couple days ago and today. And shooed me out the room. Shoo, get out. Talk to me like I was worse than their kid, but like I was less than them as a human being. And this girl, or should I say lady, I'm still trying to be respectful, couldn't be more than 30 years old. And here, God willing, in a few days, I'll be 60. Never been disrespected. Now, this is just the perfect example of why I think our children are suffering the way they do, because basically kids raising kids, you've heard that before. But because the issue went down because, just in a nutshell, we're with the kids, individual kids, 3 paras, 3 students. 2 of the paras, me included, are working with our students and doing the appropriate thing. This 3rd para, who I've never worked with before, is laughing and joking and playing girly girl games with the student. You know, just enabling them. They got their cell phone out, they playing each other's hair, they're just doing all these things that to me are inappropriate for a staff, someone that's teaching your kids, that's over your kids in class, giving the wrong message to this kid. And this happened for 15 minutes. And I'm sitting there, and I'm telling myself, please, Stan, just don't say nothing. Anybody know me? I got to say something. I given her a chance. They're being disruptive in the class. So I say, hey, y'all being disruptive. So the girl says, I'm doing my work. I said, well, if you're doing your work, then continue to do your work, but y'all being disruptive to the rest of the class and the rest of the teachers. Mind you, the other para that's working with her didn't say anything. So, long story short, when I get ready to go out the room, we're leaving early. I'm like, hey, my student was getting frustrated. I'm having to keep him focused. We leave early. As I'm going out the door, I hear, hallelujah. So, y'all know me. I peek back in there. I said, well, hallelujah. I said, well, I'll be speaking with the administrator, not knowing that this was the adult that said that. I thought it was the student. Because they know I talk to the administration in a minute. I let them know what's going on with the kids in the room, how I was disrespected, how I was cussed at, all this stuff. I do the same for everybody. I do what I say. You're not going to get away with it. I'm not going to say something and then you don't do it and all the kids see that you don't do anything, then you've lost your power. I ain't losing no power. I'm grown, for real. And so the lady, Paris says, oh, you going to tell on me? I'm like, oh, excuse me. I thought it was the student. Now, she's, like I say, can't be much older than 30. She talks to me like this. Never talked to me before. Well, that's why you need to get your facts straight. I said, wait a minute. I said it again. I said, I apologize. I thought it was a student. And I deal with students a different way. But I said, but since you want to get down to brass tacks, you were being disruptive in class with your student. And I feel like I had to say something. You wasn't doing things. Tells me, no, you the one being disruptive. You always disruptive. Oh, I've always been disruptive? This your first time really working with me this week? 2 times? So this lets me know she's got a thought in her head about me or something is being said or whatever. She's getting her information. But she ain't never said it to me personally. You got a problem with a coworker, you say, hey, outside of the kids, you say, hey, listen, I got a problem with how you did that, Mr. Small. I think you kind of overstepped your bounds. Ain't nobody ever told me that. Everybody's always said, Stan, we're glad that you're in the class. Mr. Small, we're glad you're in the class. Most of these people are younger. They're in school, they're graduating from college, and this is like a stepping stone to something else. So some people treat you with respect, others teach you as, because you're a paraeducator, they say, you're not really a teacher. Kids do that a lot. Oh, you ain't nobody's teacher. Even got the parents saying, oh, you ain't really a teacher, you're just a wannabe teacher. You know, basically telling your kids that we deal with and all these poor behaviors all day long, disrespect Mr. Small. He ain't nobody. All we got to do is worry about the real teachers. But in fact, when you come and talk to the real teacher and you come and talk to the administrators, you cuss them out. You show them the same disrespect that your children are showing us. And then we all sit back and we say, well, now I get it. Somebody got to be grown. Some people, you have to do the right thing. If you're going to trust your kid to come to school, and I have to do everything that I do, whether I got a degree, a master's, a doctorate, or whatever, and you're trusting me with your kid, his safety, his well-being, his education, then by all means, please respect me and talk with me, communicate with me on a human level, on an adult level, if you're really trying to get your child to be the best student they can be. Because that's what you're going to get with me. I don't care if I'm talking to grandmas, uncles, daddies, sisters, cousins, whoever y'all are. I'm saying always. I'm going to always be that way. So to end that story, you know, she's basically shooing me out. Bye, go on, get out of here, basically. You're on your way, go on. I said, okay, we'll get it worked out. Because now you done disrespect me in front of the students and our co-worker. I got to talk to administration about that. I don't have no ought with her. I don't even know her. But it just goes to show that's why people are scared to stand up and say things. This is not just in our education. It's in whatever is going on. It's this cancel culture. It's this thing. People don't want to take responsibility for their actions. And damn, if you say something about it, if you stand up and you stand on your square, you stand on your morals, they're going to shoot you down. They're going to make you feel like you're the worst thing in the world because you had the audacity, the nerve to tell them something that they're doing wrong. I don't roll like that. Like I said, if you got me in that situation, by all means, come check me. Because the grown folks are going to say, you know what, my bad. That's right. I'm sorry, I had a bad day, got this going on. We can talk, we can communicate like that, outside the earshot of kids. When I was growing up, you heard it all the time. Kids stay out of grown folks' conversation. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to respond and talk like you're a peer, like you're an adult with me. You 12 years old and you talking to me and I'm 60 years old. And your mama and your daddy, some of them, not all of them, are telling you don't have to respect me. So now it's making my job even harder. Here, with everything we got to deal with. Kids all day today, flipping off teachers, cussing us out, telling me F my mama. Yeah, F my mama. And you know how we get down in the hood. I ain't got to do nothing like that. I would never do nothing like that. But you know, we had big brothers and little brothers, big sisters. We matched you with who needs to be matched with you. You run your mouth, I'm going to get my little brother. If you bigger than me and you mess with me and you talking crazy to me, I'm going to get my big brother. If a grown man come put his hands on me, guess what? My daddy's going to come deal with it. My uncles. We gonna match for match. If you my age and you talking stuff, then my dad, where I was raised, Stan, you get out there and you better represent yourself. Don't come crying to me. So this is what I'm talking about. And I was real livid today, and I had to really talk to administration. I had to really take some deep breaths and bring my heart rate down because I didn't understand where this was all coming from. This is some kind of problem this young lady has in her heart, you know, and this is my ministry. This is what I'm doing. I'm tested by grown folks, parents, students, teachers, out on the street, out in the hood, out in the neighborhood, out on the block. Y'all see what I post if you ever take interest and go look. And these are things I have to vent and say and put on my sites because I'm going through it right now. My father passed for 2 years. I've been the same thing. I don't have no choice but to stand on some principle. So anyway, I'm going to shut it down. I'll get back with you because my thumb is blinking. time is running on me.